What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about on a daily basis, including money, investing, the stock market, the fourth stimulus package update, and stimulus check update. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so. And remember that new videos come out here on our YouTube channel at 10 a.m. 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also, thanks for hitting the like button for us down below. We got some major news updates for you here today. You're not going to believe where Nancy Pelosi is. Also, we have several stimulus check updates for you guys here today for multiple states and on the federal level here, including $1,200 stimulus checks going out here for tens of thousands of people. Got a lot going on here. Also, I got a crazy kind of you can't make this stuff up here episode at the end of this video. So make sure to watch to the end. I'll show you a video that you won't want to miss. First, Nancy Pelosi, House Speaker and leader of the Democrats in the House of Representatives, is in Ukraine and has just met with Ukraine President Zelensky. Check this out.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. Pleasure to meet you.
Jim McGovern from Massachusetts. Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much. You're here.
President, good to see you again.
Yes. You're welcome. Jason Crow from Colorado. Nice to meet you.
Adam Schiff from California.
You're very welcome.
Honored to meet you.
But we didn't.
Я вам вдячний за, по-перше, за цей сигнал потужної підтримки України, потужної підтримки Сполучених Штатів, народу Сполучених Штатів, Конгресу і двопалатної підтримки, і двопартійної. Цей сигнал високо ціную я як президент, наша команда і народ України. Це говорить про те, що Сполучені Штати є сьогодні дійсно лідером потужної підтримки України в часи війни проти агресії Російської Федерації. І я за це хочу вам подякувати, за те, що допомагаєте Україні захищати суверенітет і територіальну цілісність.
We believe that we are visiting you to say thank you for your fight for freedom, that we are on a frontier of freedom, and that your fight is a fight for everyone. And so our commitment is to be there for you until the fight is done. Of the United States of America.
Yeah, so House Speaker Nancy Pelosi vows to support Ukraine until the fight is done. This comes as Russian President Putin has basically threatened most of the world here with nuclear weapons. I'll show you here on the screen some of the headlines here. You could see here from Yahoo News, Putin would prefer nuclear strike to defeat instead of defeat in Ukraine, says Russian state TV chief. This was here just a few days ago. Next, Russia makes nuclear threat to Sweden and Finland over NATO consideration. Next, Russia just tested the world's largest nuclear-tipped missile just here again a few days ago. Russia conducted a successful test of its new Sarmat intercontinental ballistic missile. Tipping the scales at nearly 500,000 pounds. They actually shot this off. It weighed 458,000 pounds, as much as 11 F-22A Raptor fighters. And it can deliver 10 thermonuclear warheads and has the range to strike anywhere on Earth, it says. So this is just part of the reason why supporting Ukraine is you know, weakening the Russian army. And remember that not just the U.S. is supporting them. Dozens and dozens and dozens of countries, including the European Union countries and countries all over the world, are supplying money, aid, and military supplies to Ukraine. Yeah. In fact, the U.S. is really just one of a list of countries that are doing this. Just to give you kind of a source here, here's an article back from March 27th. So, just to give you an idea of this, there's obviously been more since then. But from Business Insider, how 27 countries sent Ukraine more than $1 billion of weapons and supplies in just 1 week. 27 countries. Okay, so this just gives you an idea of how many different countries are supporting Ukraine. It's not just the United States. It's almost a laundry list of countries that are doing this. It's almost unanimous support. So just to give you guys an idea there. Next up on stimulus checks, apparently California is still sending out stimulus checks from round 1 and round 2. The Golden State Stimulus Program 1 and Stimulus Check 2 from last year, but apparently they're still sending out some of those checks now. Now, remember, you can't get Stimulus Check Golden State 1 and 2. Stimulus Golden State 1 was for people making $0 to $30,000, and Golden State Stimulus Check 2 was for people making $30,000 to $75,000. But apparently they're still sending some of these out. So 73,000 checks worth up to $1,200 are going out now. So apparently they're still sending these out now. I thought that they were done with that, but you can see the information right here now. So $1,200, it's $600 per adult. So if you're a married couple, $1,200. And if you have a child, you can get an extra $500. So if you're an adult with a child, it could be $1,100, $600 plus $500. Or if you're a married couple, it could be $600 and $600, or maybe even an additional $500 for a child. Yeah, you could see here thousands of checks are being sent to Californians under the Golden State Stimulus 1 and Golden State Stimulus 2 programs. This is just like a lot of the other state stimulus check programs that are going out now or being passed now and under proposal now. This is the most recent batch being sent out. The programs were launched in 2021 in the state of California. Check amounts are between $1,100 and $1,200. Eligibility for these, if your income was below $75,000 and you filed your 2020 state taxes by October 15th, 2021, you qualify. The batch has $22,400 Golden State Stimulus 1 checks and 50,400 Golden State 2 checks. This is the amount of people that they're sending these out to. Most of the checks are going to people that filed amended non-resident tax returns. That's interesting. This batch was just issued on April 22nd and are now going out now. Direct deposits will show up in a few days, while paper checks can take up to 3 weeks. Another batch will go out next month. So this batch is expected to be smaller in the amount of people. So apparently these are still going on. Many of these are reissuances for things like address changes or incorrect spelling of names. So they're still sending these out, believe it or not. I actually seen some comments here from some people here recently in our comment section, the people that said they just got their California state stimulus checks. So better late than never, but this kind of gives you an idea on why you might be receiving it now. Misspelling, change of address, moved recently, or something along those lines. California has 2 other proposals. One, which is $400 per car, or $200 per person, which would be their new proposal, and $200 per person and $200 per child. So if you have, 2 adults, 2 children, that could be $800. And it would also suspend their gas tax. So it would kind of be a double type of stimulus there. It's the stimulus check of $200 per person and suspend their gas tax for an entire year. It's not a additional check, but it really kind of is, because every time you go to fill up your gas, it would save you money. Here, I'll show you. The gas proposal would spend $8 billion on gas stimulus cash rebates for $200 per person, as you can see here. It would also remove their taxes potentially if they're able to pass both of these, and that would remove the entire 51-cent gas tax for a year if they pass both of them. So that could be both of them cost around it's like $8 or $9 billion each. So that could be like $16 billion. So it could be a double type of stimulus there. So every time you go to fill up your gas, you could be saving like 51 cents per gallon for an entire year. So that's a lot of money. It's not just a $200 stimulus check for California. And next, you can see here, stimulus check update. Governor wants to fast track payments. I'll zoom this one in here. One Democratic governor recently announced legislation that will fast track a payment to all eligible state residents. Colorado Governor Jared Polis and the state legislature has proposed and now passed a Colorado cashback program, which will provide eligible residents with a $400 payment this summer per person, or $800 per married couple. And this was not even supposed to be or potentially going to happen until 2023. And this is now going to be sped up here much, much faster. This announcement by Polis comes amid a rise in inflation. Of course, we all know that here, which is 8.5% in March. And we're going to probably be getting here the April numbers here soon as well. I'll keep you up to date here on that. But Colorado has passed a $400 stimulus check here as well, $800 per person. According to this announcement, the state will provide eligible residents with tax rebate checks once they file their 2021 state tax returns by May 31st. So now that it's already May, so if you're from Colorado, you have to file your state tax return by May 31st. So please make sure you do that here quickly, so that you can get this check here. All eligible Colorado income tax filers will receive their rebate directly in the mail in August or September, but you have to file your tax return by May 31st, state tax return. Also, you got to watch this. This is absolutely crazy. The White House and the president just had a dinner, and they absolutely roasted themselves, including the president, joking about himself and Republicans, and it was absolutely kind of crazy. And I think they did a pretty good job of it. I think that there's going to be some people that might be a little bit offended, but again, I'm not from either party. He was clearly joking about himself and about the other party. It's really kind of crazy. You got to watch this. Check this out. There's also comedian Trevor Noah, if you know him, in there as well, and the president. Like I said, you can't make this stuff up. Check this out. It's actually pretty good.
I'm really excited to be here tonight with the only group of Americans with a lower approval rating than I have.
It is my great honor to be speaking tonight at the nation's most distinguished super spreader event. No, for real, people, what are we doing here? Let's be honest, what are we doing? Like, did none of you learn anything from the gridiron dinner? Nothing, huh? Like, do you read any of your own newspapers? I mean, I expect this from Sean Hannity, but the rest of you, what are you doing here?
Just imagine if my predecessor came to this dinner this year. Now that would really have been a real coup if that occurred.
I mean, Dr. Fauci dropped out. That should have been a pretty big sign. Fauci thought it was too dangerous to come tonight. Pete Davidson thinks it's okay. And we all went with Pete. Okay. Really glad you could make it tonight, Jen. It's nice that you're willing to come over here and risk getting COVID for, like, what, the 10th time now? Let me ask, how do you keep getting COVID, Jen? Like, your boss hooked us all up with free tests. Does he not have your address? What's going on there?
We're here to show the country that we're getting through this pandemic. Plus, everyone had to prove they were fully vaccinated and boosted. So if you're at home watching this and you're wondering how to do that, just contact your favorite Fox News reporter. They're all here, vaccinated and boosted, all of them.
I know everyone in this room is worried about who catches you laughing at what, but just chill, just chill. We're celebrating, we're out. You know, get comfortable. Not too comfortable, Jeffrey Toobin, not too comfortable. No, you know what? No, don't ooh him, bunch of haters. You know what? So what, Jeffrey? You made a mistake. You whipped it out in front of your coworkers. That's the first step to winning a Grammy for Comedy Album of the Year. You're halfway there, my friend. You don't let the haters stop you. We all come back from mistakes.
I'm not really here to roast the GOP. That's not my style. Besides, there's nothing I can say about the GOP that Kevin McCarthy hasn't already put on tape.
You know, sir, can I just say, I think everyone will agree that it's actually nice to once again have a president who's not afraid to come to the White House Correspondents' Dinner and hear jokes about himself. I'll be honest. If you didn't come, I totally would have understood. Yeah, because these people have been so hard on you, which I don't get. I really don't. You know, I think ever since you've come into office, things are really looking up. You know, gas is up, rent is up, food is up, everything. You know, I mean, unemployment is currently at 3.6%. Think about that, people. 3.6%, 2% if you don't count the Cuomo family.
Well, Billy, you're famous for your interviewing skills. Billy, you should know what you're doing, pal. You know it well. And I think you should hope Meets the Press. Maybe they start to watch it again. I've never had to open, I'll never be invited to Meet the Press again. Anyway.
Fun fact, Sean Hannity and Ainsley Earhart are actually dating now. Yes, yeah, and I actually think it's beautiful to see an office romance at Fox that won't end in a $20 million settlement, yeah. I'm sure wherever Roger Ailes is right now, he's looking up and smiling. Every single one of you, whether you like it or not, is a bastion of democracy. And if you ever begin to doubt your responsibilities, if you ever begin to doubt how meaningful it is, look no further than what's happening in Ukraine. Look at what's happening there. Journalists are risking and even losing their lives to show the world what's really happening.
Where the truth is buried by lies and the lies live on as truth. What's clear, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, that you, the free press, matter more than you ever did in the last century.
Yeah, so let me know your thoughts there in the comments. I think they actually ended on a pretty good note there, at least there for the video, because the press is very, very important right now during the Ukraine war, whether they're criticizing the U.S., Biden, or Ukraine, or Russia, or anything like that. Because remember, in Russia, they don't have free press. In China, they don't have free press. So most people in Russia don't even know the full story. They don't even get to see the full footage. So it is kind of a big deal there. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. I thought the commentary was pretty good, you know, kind of on both sides there. Yeah, so I'll keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country. Make sure to subscribe down below. New videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can click here to watch our newest video next. You can click this bottom video here about presidential executive orders coming, and you can click here to see new benefits for seniors and food benefits that you might not even know about. Really good video there. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.